How's it going, YouTube? This is Skull, and welcome to episode 33 of Zootopia on home video. Today, I am going to be starting my look-through of my Chinese collection of Zootopia, and we're going to be starting today with this. This is the BluFans Full Slip Edition. So, let's see. This was released on January 31st, 2017, exclusively through BluFans, and I'm going to go ahead and actually tell you a little bit about what BluFans is. BluFans is, or at least was, a company in China that specialized in releasing Western films to the Chinese market in these nice premium packages. Really big, really thick, usually full of extra stuff that you couldn't get anywhere else in the world. This is full of stuff that we never got here in North America, literally anywhere else. This is a really exclusive thing. And BluFans was actually really big for a while. They made a total of 52 exclusive 3D steelbooks, releasing them in China between 2012 and 2019. And of course, Zootopia released on home video in 2016-17. So right smack dab in the middle there. So yeah, there were a lot of animated films that got the BluFans treatment, including many from Pixar and, of course, from Disney. I believe their final film they ever released was Venom. I think it's Venom, Let There Be Carnage. I don't know. It was one of the Venom films in 2019. That's the most recent time they released anything. So again, 52 total releases, and many of them had more than one version. Zootopia got 3. So, in terms of those 52 total releases, Zootopia was released number 35. Again, with 3 different variants of it, and a one-click edition, which I do not have. Basically, there were a group of, how do I explain this? So, if you wanted to get all 3 at once, BluFans offered a one-click edition where essentially you go to the website and with a single click you add all 3 and you buy all 3 at once. And they would all have the same number assigned to them, and they would come in an exclusive package. I do not have that, and as long as I've been looking on eBay or anywhere on the internet, I have yet to see one go up for sale, and I'm sure if it ever does, it'll be very expensive. So likely never going to get one. Those are really limited. By my research, there's anywhere between 50 and 200 of those. Again, I haven't seen one go up. Speaking of limited, this is the full slip edition. There were 3 variants total: the full slip edition, the single lenticular, and the double lenticular. I'll be looking at those 2 in the next 2 videos. This is the full slip, which is not lenticular. We've seen lenticular covers in the past where you shift it around and it looks 3D. This does not. This is limited to 500 copies total. That's it. That's all that were ever made of this version of Zootopia, making it officially the most limited edition, most rarest copy of Zootopia ever. I have covered in the past about how I think the American Holiday Walmart variants are even more rare, but these are individually numbered. Their number is known, so for sure, officially, this is the actual rarest copy of Zootopia there is. So, let's see here. Let's go ahead and show it off. So, this is what the front cover looks like. It's Judy holding out her badge. You can see Nick in the background and all the characters crowding around the side of the image there. The spine looks like this. We got the Zootopia logo there. We got a nice little picture of Flash there at the bottom. The other 2 have 2 other pictures as well. And then down here it says BE35, because again, this is BluFans Edition 35. And then the Disney 3D Blu-ray logo up there. The top is just blue. The bottom is just blue. It's the same color as the spine. The back is not what it appears at first glance, because that's not the back. That, if I can pull it out very carefully here, collectibles, is a nice little card that comes with the package. On the actual back, it's this, the picture of the train coming into Zootopia. That's what the actual back looks like. And it's also worth noting that on the shrink wrap, this is why I still have the shrink wrap on here, we actually have 2 stickers. And I've seen a lot of collectors who cut the stickers out and put it inside the case instead. I like just leaving it on the shrink wrap because why not? So on the back here, we have this hologram sticker, which is either really hard or impossible to replicate. Basically saying it's an official Disney product with a serial number on there. And then on the front, we've got the sticker down here on this corner that says BluFans exclusive steelbook with the Zootopia logo there with Nick and Judy. All kinds of extra stuff to ensure that this is the real deal and official product. So let's take a look at this card here. So this actually unfolds like that. It folds in like that, folds out like that. So we got this nice diorama here, which I will go into further detail later, but it's also on the other side as well. It's basically that, but flipped. It's a mirror image of itself. And inside, we have this card, which looks like the Zootopia police badge, which just looks beautiful. And on the other side, oh man, that catches light really well there. All this information denoting that it is an official BluFans release, BluFans.com, something written in Chinese, number 35, BluFans exclusive, and then on the bottom, it is individually numbered. Mine is number 071 out of 500. And it's not only there. If I were to fold this back up properly, you can see here at the bottom of this card, it also says number 071 out of 500. So if those were mismatched, you'd know, something's up. I don't know what the odds are that they would eventually become mismatched, but there you go. And then this is all the actual technical information of the film on the back. So it comes with all of the usual legalese stuff that we're used to seeing on the bottom of Blu-rays and stuff like that. It is, it has all the information on, it has the video, audio. Most of this information is in Chinese and I can't read Chinese. I can make out, let's see, it says 108 minutes. There is, of course, the BluFans exclusive number 35 down there, the Disney 3D logo, region free, 1080p, all that stuff. So what I do is, this is how they came to me in the mail, still completely shrink wrapped, is I just put that card right back there where it came from. And I just leave it there where it can be safe. So yeah, and that's just the outside of this package. We haven't even gotten to the inside yet. The inside is full of all kinds of goodies. So let me go ahead and take the stuff out of the inside. So if you're wondering what the inside of this looks like, it's just blue. It's just like a navy blue, the same color as the spine. In fact, it's the exact same color. There are some of these boxes, both from BluFans and from other companies, that the inside actually has a nice picture in there, but not this one. So inside you get 2 things. You get, of course, the steelbook for the film. Looks beautiful. I'm sure y'all want to see more, but I'm going to get to that in a second, because the other thing we get to is something that is only in this specific copy of the BluFans release, this specific variant. All 3 variants have their own extra goodies inside, and this is what comes inside of the full slip edition. We got this nice big envelope with the Zootopia logo, copyright 2016 Disney. If we were to open this up very carefully so as to not bend anything, inside we get character cards. And each of these characters has the picture of them on the front, as well as a description on the back. And this is in English, not Chinese. You'll find that a lot of this stuff on the inside of these releases is in English and not the native language of wherever they released. I guess because either it's just easier for the American marketing team to write it and leave it as is, or because they know there's a lot of Westerners who import this stuff anyway. So we have the Chief. And I'll go ahead and actually read the entire description here. Throw your paws in the air. BOGO. No, you know what? No, I'm not going to read the description. I'm filming this in 4K. And I'm just going to hold it on screen. If you guys want to pause it and look at what it says, then feel free. So we got the Chief. And this is the order that they came in. I did not rearrange these. So this is about as untouched as it can get. Like, if you were to get one of these brand new, this is what it would look like on the inside, which I'm sure is great news for a lot of people who have been collecting these and leaving them sealed because they want to know what's actually inside, right? We got The Con Artist. It's called A Hustle. Nick. We got The Desk Clerk. You're even cuter than I thought you'd be. Benjamin Clawhauser. The Pop Star. Try Everything. Gazelle. The Rookie, who, shocker, is my favorite character from the movie. In Zootopia, anyone can be anything. Judy. The DMV employee. You want it when? Flash. So yeah, the other releases have things that are not this. This is exclusive to the full slip edition, as I said. And every time I try and put this away, I need to be very careful. This is actually a really nice, this is like a nice paper stock. It's not like a normal envelope. It's actually very nice, kind of shiny. Has a good feel to it. And finally, what I think you guys have actually wanted to see this whole time, the steelbook itself. So, this is far different from the steelbook we saw in every other region. This is world exclusive art to China. The only way to get this steelbook is to get one of these BluFans releases exclusively from China. Between the 500 copies of this and the other 1,500 copies split among the other two, that means there's only 2,000 of these steelbooks in existence. And this might be my favorite steelbook design. It just looks so cool. First of all, the picture. I mean, it's a very nice picture. It's colorful. The background is essentially the same as the other steelbook we saw, but we got Nick and Judy here front and center. It just adds a little bit more color and brightness to it. We actually have the word Zootopia on this steelbook, which is great to see. We even have it on the spine. And then the back is this image of Nick and Judy looking up at the crosswalk sign. So, and something that sets the steelbook apart from the other steelbooks as well is it's actually embossed or debossed, whichever one it is. It's actually raised up a little bit. See if I can't catch it in the light. Right along the outline of the characters' faces and a frame all along as well, and the logo. It's all raised up above the rest of the steelbook. All the rest of the steelbooks we've seen, it's flat. This one is actually embossed. It feels premium. It looks premium. This is my favorite Zootopia steelbook. When you open it up, as you can see, we have 2 discs. And it's also worth noting there is no serial number on the bottom, like there is for the worldwide art. So, let me take those discs out real quick so I could show you. The inside is just this, it's the exact same picture, basically. It's the skyline of Zootopia with a train going down there. And the discs themselves. So we got 2 discs, of course. We got the normal Blu-ray, which is this picture of Flash. It is a region-free Blu-ray. This will work in every single player. And, of course, the number one reason to buy a Chinese copy of the film is this does have something on it that you can't get anywhere else. And I mean anywhere else. As far as I've been able to find, this BluFans release of the film is the only place where the news anchor is a panda. I've explained this before. In various regions of the world, sometimes Disney reanimated the news anchor on CNN. For most of the world, it's a moose. In some very specific areas of the world, it's a different animal. So, as I mentioned when we looked at the Japanese version, it was a tanuki. There's other versions I'll be looking at here in the future where it's another animal, but in China, it is a panda bear. But there are 2 languages on this disc, only 2. This is the lowest number of languages I've ever seen. English and Chinese. That's it, nothing else. If you watch the English version of the film, you get the moose. But if you watch the Chinese version, you get the panda. which I think is awesome. And you could just watch the Chinese version and swap the language option to English when you first start the film. So, yay. And then the 3D Blu-ray, of course. Every single BluFans release was a 3D film, not just for Zootopia. For all 52 releases they did was for 3D. And this is what the 3D disc looks like. It pretty much looks like the back of the worldwide art, right? Where it's Nick and Judy with the orange and blue background. Pretty much, that's exactly what it is. Also region free, also only English and Chinese. It's basically identical to the normal Blu-ray. It doesn't have any bonus features. It's just the 3D version of the film. But the language options are the same. Man, I love that steelbook. And that is the first of 3 BluFans copies that we will be looking at. Again, this is the full slip edition. Next time I'm going to be taking a look at the single lenticular. These are probably the most desirable, well, definitely the most interesting copies of Zootopia there are. Released exclusively in China, limited to, for this one, only 500 copies. They are on eBay. I see these fairly often on eBay. So it's not like they're incredibly rare, but they are finite. And I just think that the extra stuff it comes with and the steelbook design, this is one of the nicest releases of Zootopia there is. All 3 of the BluFans releases, I guess I should say, and I should shut up so I can get to recording the next 2 of them, huh? So thank you everyone for watching. I hope you learned something. Please let me know if you did, and also let me know if there's a copy of Zootopia on home video you want to see in the future. That does it for now. Thanks everyone for watching, and stay tuned for more.